She does not like being held. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to the song Forever Autumn. This is by Justin Hayward of the Moody Blues, off of the album Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds, released in 1978. A few of you guys had recommended this song and said that it was perfect for the season. For one of the first days here in Florida, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like okay. It's not burning and searing hot, so I needed like a nice autumn song to kind of go with the mood, you know? Okay, so just reading off of Wikipedia before I dive into the song, it says that the song is written by Jeff Wayne, Gary Osborne, and Paul Vigras, or Vigras. The original melody was written by Wayne in 1969, etc., etc., etc. The best known version is the recording by Justin Hayward from the album, like I just said. Wayne wanted to include a love song on the album that sounded like Forever Autumn, and he decided that the best course of action was to simply use the original song. Wayne chose Hayward of the Moody Blues to sing it, saying that he wanted the voice from Nights in White Satin. So I guess this is technically written by Jeff Wayne, Gary Osborne, and Paul Vigras, and sung by Justin Hayward. I don't know. I'm just going to put Justin Hayward, I think, in the title for now, and if I need correction, you guys can let me know, just because I'm not 100% sure who I'm supposed to credit on this one. Anyways, you guys are more than welcome to join me on Twitter. Join me in the comments down below. Is autumn your favorite season? And if it isn't, then what is and why? I'd love to know. Let's do it. This is Forever Autumn by Justin Hayward.
For 3 days I fought my way along roads packed with refugees, the homeless, burdened with boxes and bundles containing their valuables. All that was of value to me was in London, but by the time I reached their little red brick house, Carrie and her father were gone.
The summer sun is fading as the year grows old, and darker days are drawing near. The winter winds will be much colder. Now you're not here. I watch the birds fly south across the autumn sky, and one by one they disappear. I wish that I was flying with them. Now you're not here. Like the sun through the trees, you came to love me. Like a leaf on a breeze, you blew away. Through autumn's golden gown, we used to kick our way. You always love this time of year. Those fallen leaves lie undisturbed now, 'cause you're not here. 'Cause you're not here. 'Cause you're not
Suddenly leapt from house to house. The population panicked and ran, and I was swept along with them, aimless and lost without Carrie. Finally, I headed eastward for the ocean and my only hope of survival, a boat out of England.
Like the sun through the trees, you came to love me. Like a leaf on a breeze, you blew away. A gentle rain falls softly on my weary eyes, as if to hide a lonely tear. My life will be forever autumn, 'cause you're not here, 'cause you're not here, 'cause you're not here.
As I hastened through Covent Garden, Blackfriars and Billingsgate, more and more people joined the painful exodus. Sad, weary women, their children stumbling and streaked with tears, their men bitter and angry, the rich rubbing shoulders with beggars and outcasts. Dogs snarled and whined, the horses' bits were covered with foam, and here and there were wounded soldiers, as helpless as the rest. We saw tripods wading up the Thames, cutting through bridges as though they were paper. Waterloo Bridge, Westminster Bridge. One appeared above Big Ben. Never before in the history of the world had such a mass of human beings moved and suffered together. This was no disciplined march. It was a stampede, without order and without a goal. 6 million people unarmed and unprovisioned, driving headlong. It was the beginning of the rout of civilization, of the massacre of mankind. Crowd buffeted me towards the already packed steamer. I looked up enviously at those safely on board, straight into the eyes of my beloved Carrie. At sight of me, she began to fight her way along the packed deck to the gangplank. At that very moment, it was raised, and I caught a last glimpse of her despairing face as the crowd swept me away from her.
Like the sun through the trees, you came to love me. Like a leaf on a breeze, you blew away. Through autumn's golden gown, we used to kick our way. You always love this time of year. Those fallen leaves lie undisturbed now, 'cause you're not here, 'cause you're not here, 'cause you're not here.
All right. All right. This is going to be really interesting. So, first of all, I do think that this song was like perfect. I think that this was a great song. All right. I'm gonna say something real quick. So, as I'm following the lyrics and going through, there's one particular set of lyrics in here that I just need to talk about really quick. The lyrics where he says, "Through autumn's golden gown, we used to kick our way. You always love this time of year. Those fallen leaves lie undisturbed now because you're not here." Okay. A lot of you guys already know, but for those of you who don't, my grandmother, who pretty much raised me, is like the closest person in my life, passed away 2 weeks ago. And, you know, I mean, it's not a great time. And yesterday was the memorial for it, and one of the memories that they talked about in the service, one of my like precious memories, is she would walk me to school every day when I was a kid, and our thing was stepping on the leaves and crunching the acorns and all of that kind of stuff. So I was doing really good with this song until it got to that lyric, I gotta admit. So I have a feeling that I might not be able to talk about this song as much as I'm going to want to, because that lyric hit me a little harder than I was honestly ready for. So I'm gonna try and talk my way through it, but if I don't cover everything, I apologize. Okay, so one thing I'm confused about, I guess, is that there's two different versions of Forever Autumn, and the one that I chose was the top one off of Justin Hayward's profile here, but I know that this is also in the album, War of the Worlds, and I kind of get that with the narration that was coming through, because it sounded like people were being abducted, specifically the character or the person's wife, I would imagine, being abducted by the aliens, and they're trying to get to her and rescue her. But then it started this version, which is definitely shorter. Sounds like it's probably the same song, just without perhaps the middle narration and everything. Yeah, should be the same song, I'm imagining. Fantastic song, it really is. Guitar playing was absolutely beautiful. The whole mood established. Justin Hayward's voice is incredible. I mean, just like emotional. It is, yes. It sounded like there was some synth lines going through as well throughout the song, that just I don't know, it just sounds perfectly autumn. It sounds really beautiful. It sounds like the oncoming and the onset of winter. Like, winter, which typically represents death, is coming, but it's kind of like the beginning phases of that. Really love when the drums come in here as well. And the orchestration throughout just totally enriches the song. And the way he says that, "now you're not here," is at least for me, extremely emotional, you know? I like the guitar. You can hear it, at least on my side, on the right side. I like that detail in the production itself. And of course, these strings wash in. Yeah. And this song goes through several moments that, like, it doesn't just stay calm and acoustic and kind of relaxed. It goes through very adventurous moments, I would say. Like, it feels like a, I don't want to say a symphony, but I guess it kind of does actually feel kind of like a symphonic rock piece, kind of building up to that at least. Like, what is that sound? I can't tell if that's like some sort of keyboard or synth or something, but I like that. It adds a lot to the song, actually. This guitar that pops out, that's beautiful.
As I hasten through Covent Garden,
and the narration, like I said, I guess that's off of the album Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds. I don't know if that is Jeff Wayne's who's doing the speaking there. And even though it does sound like just a little bit out of place on the song, it doesn't sound out of place on the song, because like the song sounds very romantic, like he's just missing this person. And then this narration comes in, it kind of reminds you like this is about the War of the Worlds, aliens invading and abducting people. So it's kind of a way of bringing you back into the story, whereas the lyrics, yes, they fit with the story, absolutely, but the lyrics can be taken maybe just a little bit differently. So I just went through the, I guess there's a single version which was released, and that's why the other one is like 7 minutes long with the narration. This one is 4 minutes and 30 seconds long without the narration. I just went through a little bit and listened to it. Obviously there's differences in, some of the sounds and some of the sections, but either way, they both sound good. Sorry if I didn't choose, I don't know which version I needed to listen to, but either way, I really did like the song. Let's talk about the lyrics a little bit. The summer sun is fading as the year grows old and darker days are drawing near. The winter winds will be much colder. Yeah, now you're not here. I watch the birds fly south across the autumn sky, and one by one they disappear. I wish that I was flying with them. Now you're not here. I gotta say that the last 4 lines of that verse are in particular very well written. I watch the birds fly south across the autumn sky, and one by one they're disappearing because they're leaving. They're heading for warmer climates. And he misses this person so much that it's like they are a bird that's leaving, and he wants to be one of those birds going with them, leaving with them. Like the sun through the trees, you came to love me. Like a leaf on a breeze, you blew away. Sometimes a person enters your life, and they are just like the brightest ray of sunshine that shines on your face and makes you feel so warm. gives you goosebumps and, you know, like that kind of feeling. And I like that, like the sun through the trees, you came to love me. And it reminds me of summer, like sun through the trees. And then like autumn, like a leaf on a breeze, you blew away. So how quickly that person can be gone. A gentle rain falls softly on my I can't say R's and W's. A gentle rain falls softly on my weary eyes as if to hide a lonely tear. My life will be forever autumn because you're not here. That's incredibly heartbreaking. Really, really nice lyrics. Like I said, fantastic song. Definitely hit me where I wasn't expecting to be hit today. But this is a really good recommendation. So thank you guys so much for the recommendation and the suggestion. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. I hope you're having a fantastic day, guys. And I will talk to you tomorrow.